Hi, today we are going to start the chapter Number Systems. Since you started learning maths at school, you have come across various types of numbers. Let's do a quick review of the things you have learned in earlier classes. We all learned how to count using natural numbers. So numbers like 1, 2, 3 and so on. These are called natural numbers. And if you add 0 to the set of natural numbers, you get whole numbers. So the set of numbers starting from 0 and going on 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. That's called whole numbers. And later you came across integers. So in integers, in addition to the set of whole numbers, you also have infinitely many negative numbers like -1, -2, -3 and so on. So it extends in both directions infinitely. So that's the set of integers. After that we came across rational numbers. Rational numbers are numbers like 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1.6, 1.7. So all those decimals and fractions and all such numbers were grouped under rational numbers. So it's impossible to actually show the rational numbers on the number line, because you know that if you take any two numbers like 0 and 1, you can write infinitely many rational numbers between those two. So those are rational numbers. Now coming to the definition of rational numbers, you know that rational numbers are numbers that can be written in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. And we say q is not equal to 0 because you can't divide by 0. And there's one more small thing that you need to be aware of. So if you have a rational number like say 3 by 4, you can write a lot of rational numbers which are equal to 3 by 4 but with different numerator and denominator. For example, 6 by 8, that is the same as 3 by 4. Another example is 9 by 12. So you can multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same number, and you will get a lot of rational numbers which are equal to the original rational number. So all of these are equal. Now all these numbers are called equivalent rational numbers. We'll use the idea of equivalent rational numbers to find rational numbers between two given rational numbers. So if you're asked to find three rational numbers between 3 and 4, for example, there are two ways to do this. One way is using the idea of mean. So you know that if you have two numbers 3 and 4, the mean of 3 and 4 is 3 plus 4 by 2, which is 7 by 2. And you know that the mean lies between both the numbers. So if you just draw the number line and mark 3 and 4, you know that the mean of 3 and 4, which is 7 by 2, will lie exactly in the middle. So that's 7 by 2. So that's one number that lies between 3 and 4. Now if you want to find two more numbers, you can find the mean of 3 and 7 by 2. So you'll get another rational number which lies midway between 3 and 7 by 2. So if you do the calculation, you will get 3 plus 7 by 2 by 2, which is 13 by 4. So that's the second number that you need. To find one more number, you need to find the mean of 7 by 2 and 4. So you can find that as 7 by 2 plus 4 divided by 2, and this is equal to 15 by 4. So now you have three numbers, 13 by 4, 7 by 2 and 15 by 4 between 3 and 4. So that's the first method. And the second method is using equivalent rational numbers that we just saw. So first you need to convert 3 and 4 into their equivalent rational numbers. So 3 can be written as 3 by 1 and 4 is 4 by 1. And for each of these fractions, you need to convert these fractions such that the denominator is 1 more than the number of numbers you need to find. So in this question you are asked to find three rational numbers. So you need to convert these into fractions with denominator 4. Okay. So 4 is 1 more than 3. So you need to convert 3 by 1 and 4 by 1 into fractions with denominator 4. So 3 by 1 is the same as 12 by 4. Okay. And 4 by 1 can be written as 16 by 4. So now you have two numbers 12 by 4 and 16 by 4, and you can easily write 13 by 4, 14 by 4 and 15 by 4 as three rational numbers between 12 by 4, which is 3, and 16 by 4, which is 4. So that's how you find rational numbers between two given rational numbers. Now, if you think about it for a moment, you can see that either of these methods can be used to find even more rational numbers. For example, the method of mean here, you can keep on finding more and more means between any of the two numbers that you find. So for example, you could find one number here by taking the mean of 13 by 4 and 7 by 2, and you can find one more mean between those two, and you can repeat this process infinitely. And also in this second method, by using equivalent rational numbers, instead of taking 12 by 4 and 16 by 4, you could have taken a bigger denominator like 300 by 100 and 400 by 100. You can find many more rational numbers like 301 by 100, 302 by 100, and so on up to 399 by 100. So the point is that you can keep on finding more and more rational numbers if you have two given rational numbers, which leads us to this property. There are infinitely many rational numbers between any two given rational numbers. So you can continue the process of finding rational numbers indefinitely, and you can find infinitely many rational numbers between any two given rational numbers. So in summary, you can find infinitely many rational numbers on the number line. But is that all? Are there any other kinds of numbers? We'll find out in the next video. Thanks for watching.